Welcome to another video. I'm going to demonstrate how to configure pass-through firewall authentication on the Juniper SRX. This is very similar to web authentication, except the SRX will intercept HTTP, FTP, or telnet traffic and force the user to authenticate using a username and password. The config is very similar to web authentication, as I will demonstrate. So I've just logged into my SRX. I shouldn't have any access config on here at all. Let's just double check. No, I don't have anything. So, yeah, the config is very similar to web authentication. First of all, we'll create a profile. We'll call this pass through. It's important to note that with web authentication and pass-through, you can use external servers for authentication. These are Radius and LDAP. As you can see, there's no TACACS in the list there. So I'm going to use local authentication. This is a username. I'm also going to put this into a client group. I'm going to call this group 1. Firewall user password. Again, I'm going to keep this simple. It's going to be password. And let's do FW1 again. So that is my local users. Now then, we have to do the firewall authentication. So we've done web authentication. We're going to do pass-through here. So these are the 3 protocols that the SRX will intercept. Actually, I'm going to go into edit here. So we can set some banners. So with pass-through we have 3 options: fail, login and success, whereas with the web authentication there's only success. So fail, I'm gonna FTP login fail, login FTP login, and success FTP login success. Let's do HTTP banner fail, HTTP login fail, login HTTP login, and success HTTP login success. And the last one was FTP. No, telnet, sorry. Telnet login fail, login success. And we're missing the default profile there, which is going to be pass-through. And all we need to do now is just apply this to a security policy. So just as a reminder, my computer is sitting in the trust zone. We're just going to create a new security policy. From zone trust to zone untrust policy. I'm going to call this pass-through. set match source address. I'm going to say is any destination address, any application. Now then, you can use any, and let's say if you're going to go to a HTTPS site or use any other protocol, you won't be asked to log in. Only if you're going to be using HTTP, Telnet, and FTP. So just for this example, I am going to do HTTP, JNCIS, Telnet, and JNCIS FTP. Set then permit firewall authentication pass through. I call it pass through, didn't I? Oop. Oh no, that's the client group I need. Group 1. Let's do a show compare there. That all looks okay to me. Let's do a commit check. I'm going to do a commit. So whenever you add a security policy on a Juniper device, it always puts it at the bottom. What you're going to have to do is move this at the top because this is more specific. So I'm just going to do show security policy display set. There you go, there's mine. I'm going to take that. I'm going to do an insert that before policy trust to untrust. I'm going to do a commit and quit. I do have a ping going to Google here, and as you can see that is still working because ping is ICMP and not HTTP, FTP or Telnet. So I think the only thing we need to do now is test it. I found a free Telnet server on the internet. It's called telehack.com. So I'm just going to telnet to this and we'll see what happens. Connect. Telnet login, and it was Gareth. Password is password. Telnet login success. Excellent. And I also have, I'll tell City also have a HTTP site. If I click on that, it'll take me straight to that site. That's because I've already authenticated from a particular IP. So let's see the HTTP login. So I am going to clear that user. So first of all, let's do show security firewall users. There's Gareth and my ID is 6. Clear security firewall users identifier 6. And I'm also going to clear the session as well. Show security flow session application telnet. Okay, so yeah, there are no sessions at the moment. Oh, hang on. Look at that. It's asking me to authenticate. I'm going to type in an incorrect password. I was expecting the login failure message there, but that didn't work for HTTP. Let's try Telnet. Yeah, login failed. So yeah, the login fail only seems to work with Telnet and not HTTP. Yeah, so show security firewall users. Yeah, login attempts fails there. And there we have it. Thank you for watching.